Welcome to the Alaskan Sea, where the cold ocean hides countless natural wonders. Today, we will follow experienced fishermen on a journey to hunt one of the most formidable predators under the sea, Moray eel. This eel is not only famous for its long snake-like shape and colorful rough skin, but is also highly appreciated for its tough, fatty and nutritious meat. Moray eel meat is not only the main ingredient in many traditional dishes of Japan and Asian countries, but also gradually appearing on high-end menus in the US and Europe. So what is special about the journey to catch this eel? Let's follow right after. Hunting moray eel in the Alaskan Sea is a challenging process, requiring patience, technique and courage of the fisherman. Unlike other fish, moray eels often hide in reefs and crevices on the deep seabed, where they wait for prey to be vulnerable to attack. Because of this special habit, fishermen cannot use conventional fishing methods such as nets or long lines, but must use special traps or dive directly to the seabed to hunt eels. The traps are usually made of sturdy iron nets, designed in a tube shape to lure eels into the trap but cannot escape. The bait used is usually small fish or squid, as these are the favorite foods of this eel species. After setting the trap, fishermen will mark the location with buoys and return to check after a certain period of time. In addition to the trap method, some skilled fishermen also apply the method of diving directly into the sea to catch moray eels. This is a technique that requires skill and experience, because with just a small mistake, fishermen can be attacked by moray eels. This species of eel has sharp teeth and a very strong bite force, which can easily bite through human skin or even protective gloves. Therefore, when diving to catch eels, fishermen often carry specialized tools such as iron hooks or metal clamps to control the eels before putting them in the net bag. This process is not only dangerous but also consumes a lot of energy, because when caught, moray eels will struggle strongly, trying to escape by all means. In Alaska, moray eel fishing is strictly controlled to ensure the sustainability of aquatic resources. The government applies strict regulations on catch quotas. The minimum size of eels allowed to be harvested, and the time allowed to fish during the year. This helps protect the balance of the marine ecosystem, while ensuring a stable moray eel production in the long term. In addition, many scientific and environmental organizations also work closely with fishermen to monitor the number of moray eels in the wild, thereby proposing appropriate conservation measures. Thanks to these efforts, Alaskan moray eels are always highly appreciated in the international market for both quality and sustainability. After being loaded onto the ship, moray eels will undergo on-site processing to ensure freshness. Large eels will be cleaned, cut into pieces and stored in the ship's freezer, while smaller ones will be kept alive in seawater tanks for transportation to the mainland. At processing plants, moray eels will be carefully processed to remove their thick skin and sharp jaws, before being classified according to quality and exported around the world. In terms of nutritional value, moray eels are a rich source of protein, omega-3 and many important vitamins such as A, B12. Eel meat not only has a characteristic fatty flavor but is also very good for cardiovascular health. brain and immune system. Therefore, moray eels are increasingly becoming a popular ingredient in high-end cuisine. In Japan, moray eel is commonly prepared in dishes such as unagi kabiyaki, grilled eel with teriyaki sauce, or eel sashimi. In Europe, moray eel is used in seafood soups or Mediterranean style with tomatoes and herbs. Meanwhile, in the United States, demand for moray eel is also growing strongly, with high-end restaurants willing to pay high prices for the best quality eels from Alaska. Compared to other countries, the moray eel fishing industry in Alaska has several important differences. In Japan, the majority of eels are raised on aquaculture farms rather than caught in the wild, due to the increasing scarcity of wild eels. Meanwhile, China and some Southeast Asian countries have also developed a strong eel farming industry, but have encountered many problems with water quality and disease control. In Europe, moray eel is not a popular species, and the majority of the region's eel supply comes from imports. As a result, Alaskan moray eels have a huge competitive advantage in the international market due to their superior quality and sustainable origins. As the moray eel hunting season comes to an end, many Alaskan fishermen prepare for new trips to the sea, targeting other valuable fish such as cod, halibut or king crab. This is a never-ending cycle of fishermen's lives, where they face the harsh challenges of the ocean to bring back precious products. Fishing boats leave the dock, heading out to the vast sea with the hope of a bumper catch. With a combination of traditional experience and modern technology, Alaska's fishing industry not only provides high-quality food for the world, but also makes an important contribution to the local economy. The journey to hunt for moray eels in Alaska is a story of courage, perseverance and responsibility to nature. From the wild waves offshore to the luxurious dining tables at high-class restaurants, each moray eel bears the mark of the ocean and the hard work of the fishermen. If you have the opportunity to enjoy a dish made from Alaskan moray eel, remember that behind each delicious piece of meat is a journey full of hardship but no less magical. Moray eel fishing boats in Alaska are not only a means of work, but also a second home for fishermen during many weeks at sea. Each trip usually lasts from 10 to 20 days. Depending on the catch and weather conditions. On board, fishermen must adapt to cramped spaces, work tirelessly in harsh environments, face big waves, cold winds and sometimes even fierce storms. However, it is in these harsh conditions that the team spirit and cohesion among fishermen becomes stronger than ever. Each day on a moray eel fishing boat begins early in the morning, when the sun is just rising above the horizon. After a simple breakfast, the crew quickly gets to work, checking equipment, preparing traps, determining trap release points based on experience and oceanographic data. Once the traps are released into the sea, the fishermen have a waiting period before returning to harvest. In the meantime, they take a break or prepare for other tasks such as repairing nets, maintaining machinery or sorting eels caught the day before, when it is time to collect the traps. The whole ship becomes bustling, under the command of the captain. The crew takes turns pulling each trap onto the deck. Each trap is lifted with a sense of suspense. Will there be more eels caught in the trap? Will any eels be too big and dangerous to handle? The trapped moray eels will struggle violently, trying to escape by biting or thrashing. This is when the experienced fishermen show their skills. They use iron clamps to secure the eels' heads to avoid being bitten. Then quickly put them into the holding compartment. Each eel is carefully checked to ensure it is the right size before being stored in cold storage or seawater tanks. There are lucky days when fishermen can harvest hundreds of moray eels in a single morning. But there are also days when the seas are rough. The traps are empty, or worse, they are damaged by storms or shark attacks. At times like these, optimism and perseverance are the most important things. For many fishermen, being at sea is not just a job, but a way of life, a passion that is ingrained in their blood. They understand that every trip has its risks, but at the same time, it also has worthy rewards. When the desired catch is achieved, the boat will return to port. This is the moment that all crew members look forward to. After many days of hard work, they can finally return to the mainland, see their families and enjoy a moment of rest before preparing for the next trip. At port, the moray eels are brought ashore and immediately transferred to processing plants. This is an important stage to ensure that the quality of eel meat is maintained at its best. The process of processing moray eel at the factory also requires meticulousness and skill. First, the eel is cleaned and skinned, a difficult step because the moray eel skin is very thick and slippery. Then, the eel meat is filleted, cut into bite-sized pieces or left whole depending on customer requirements. Some parts such as bones and organs are separated to be used as animal feed or organic fertilizer, ensuring that no part is wasted. The freshest eel meat will be vacuum-packed and exported around the world. The moray eel fishing and processing industry not only brings income to fishermen, but also creates jobs for thousands of workers in processing, warehousing and exporting factories. Every year, hundreds of tons of moray eel from Alaska are shipped to Japan, Korea, the United States and many European countries, where they become the main ingredient for high-end dishes. The development of this industry also contributes to boosting the local economy, helping to maintain and develop coastal communities, where fishing has always been an important pillar. Despite its high economic value, the moray eel fishery also faces many challenges in terms of environmental protection and sustainability. If not strictly controlled, overfishing can deplete the moray eel population, affecting the marine ecosystem. To avoid this, many measures have been applied, including limiting the size of eels that can be harvested, establishing marine reserves, and promoting responsible fishing methods. The Alaskan government and conservation organizations are working with fishermen to find the best solution to ensure that the moray eel fishery can continue to thrive without harming the natural environment. The moray eel fishing journey in Alaska is a testament to the resilience, hard work, and connection between people and the sea. From the rough waves and deep-sea traps to the fine dining tables of Tokyo and New York, each moray eel has its own story of arduous but meaningful journey. For Alaskan fishermen, the ocean is not only a source of life, but also a source of pride and a family tradition passed down from generation to generation.